Hey, we're live. How we doing, people? You good? Say hello, Suki. Hello. Right, we're doing a little plank tutorial today. If you haven't done a warm-up yet, because I'm nice and warm, I want you to go to another video, grab yourself a warm-up for the first 5 minutes of that one, then pop yourself back over here. We're going to do a plank tutorial that covers the standard plank on the elbows, the high plank, otherwise known as the press-up plank, and the side plank. We're going to give you all the tips and tricks you need to get the most out of the exercise and to get some good results. So we're going to be working out down here on the floor. Get some water. Always make sure you got some water with you. Make sure you got your cat with you. We're going to get into this. Okay, get that warm up done. Get yourself back out here. Kiss for the cat. Here, love baby. Yeah. Ah, she bit me. Right, Suki, you're going to do planks with us. Okay, get yourself right out here into your workout space. You've got enough room to stretch out. We're going to do the first one now, which is your standard plank on your elbows. So I had to set this up. Really important. A few key bits right now is your shoulder blades. Okay, don't let your shoulder blades go back towards each other. You want to stay fixed across that back right there. Nice solid foundation. Your elbows are going to be shoulder width down on the floor, shoulder width directly underneath your shoulders, and your hands out directly in front. Okay, don't bring them together and clasp them. I mean, you can do that, but it's not advisable for me. I would take it out. Nice parallel lines with your forearms. Now, another key thing when we go into this actual plank, what people do is they'll generally go here and then they'll just lift up and they're already hanging in the middle. Okay, so the middle section, all I'm doing now is loading up my back. So to take that away, what you need to do, bring your knees down, push your toes into the ground, and I want you to start with your butt right high in the air like this. Okay, so clearly this isn't your best plank form, but this will allow you to pull your belly button in, really set them abs, and then you're going to lower yourself into place. Now you want to keep lowering that butt until you get to a point where you can really feel them abs. So you're pulling your belly button in and you want to really feel them abs contracting. Okay, you don't want to get to a point where your hips fall below the center line and start to hang to the floor, because that will load your back. So put it back into place, nice and firm through the shoulders. Remember what I said about your shoulder blades? Nice and strong. Don't sink in there like this. Nice and strong. Nice straight legs. Squeeze your butt as well and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down and come back up. Now, that's too much. If you feel your lower back during that right there, then we need to start with a little bit on our knees. Okay, so this cat, what are you doing? Out of the way. Right, we're going to start with our knees, elbows down on our knees, and just lower. Let your hands slide forward, lower it into place. So your knees are now on the floor, about shoulder width apart with the knees. Your elbows are shoulder width apart, and you're pulling your abs in. Okay, right now we've still got a variation of the plank, but this is real beginner level here, allowing us to focus on our abs. Just pull that belly button in, nice and tight. Stay tight through the shoulders, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And walk it back to your knees. So if you did that one correctly and you're real beginner level, you're going to feel them abs just pulling in. Okay, it's really important to get a mind muscle connection between your abs and your brain, so you know what that feels like as you draw those abdominals in. Okay, so we're going to go one more time with that one, and then we're going to step it up a little bit. So again, knees, shoulder width, pop ourselves down. Right now, I've got my butt sticking back. I'm just going to lower this, let my hands slide forward, and pull them abs in. Yeah, pull them abs in. And right now, I can feel it through them abs. If it's too easy for you, just dig them toes into the ground and pop yourself up and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I've got one affectionate cat today. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And knees down. Okay, take tension out of that back with a little cat stretch. Suki, you can do this one. Bring your hands back to your knees, all fours, around your back. 3, 2, 1. Okay, release out there. Okay, so let's roll beginner level on your knees. So we're going to do a proper flat plank right now. Again, it's really important. Most people, when they do their planks, just load their lower back. They're not doing anything with their abdominals. They basically let their abdominals poof out, loading up the back. What we want to do is, you see this position here? We want to correct this when we're in the plank. We want to pull them abs in, lift our butt a little bit. And right now, I'm isolating my abdominals here. Okay, we're working. This is a full body exercise. Okay, everybody uses it just for abdominal exercise. But if you do this one right, you're going to work your shoulders, you're going to work your arms, you work your chest, your back, all the way down, and your legs get a full workout as well in this one by squeezing. Okay, glutes, legs, everything. I'll teach you how to do that at the end of this set here. So, you're going to take yourself down. We're going to do a knees off the ground plank this time. So again, I'm going to stick my toes into the ground, elbows underneath my shoulders, forearms parallel to each other, lift my butt into the air, and then I'm going to pull my abs in and lower myself into place. Now keep breathing through your plank, but make sure you're putting that belly button in and hold. It's okay if your butt is a little bit higher. Keep doing it. As long as you can pull them abs and you're not hurting your lower back, it's a good position. And just challenge yourself. You may start week 1 up here, pulling them abs in, and then you might, through each week, just lower yourself a bit at a time until you get to a point where you're in a nice straight line, putting them abs in, and don't at any point sink those hips towards the floor. And now let's hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, sit back, stretch out. Pop yourself back up into the plank, elbows into the ground, toes into the ground, butt in the air. Pull them abs in, lower down. Now this is how we get the full body out of this. Now, when you're in this position, grip your hands, squeeze. Think about squeezing your arms and hold that. Then think about pressing your chest. Squeeze those biceps towards each other, squeezing that chest. Now the back. Really think about that back. And now squeeze your bum and your legs. Squeeze every muscle in the bum and the legs. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down. Sit back, stretch out. Good. So right there, if you do that squeeze, it's going to really benefit all the muscles in your body. Okay, so that is the low plank, the standard plank. Now we're just going to take it up into the high plank, otherwise known as press up plank. There's not a lot of difference here. We're just going to load them arms a little bit more, okay? So it all works exactly the same again. This time we're going to put hands down into a press up position, so they're going to end up directly underneath your shoulders. Make sure your shoulders aren't too far forward, because right now, if you have a look at the angle my wrist is at, there's very, very, very high potential for damage there, because I'm going to overload that wrist. So you're going to make sure your elbows are either directly above the wrist, not the hand, or slightly back. Okay, toes into the ground, about shoulder width apart with the knees and the toes. Lift your butt into place right here, up in the air, and then you're going to go from here, keeping your head neutral. So that's another point we haven't covered yet, is this is neutral with my head. Don't drop your head down. A lot of people do this. And don't lift it up looking out in front, because that'll just flex your back, and we don't want to load up the back. So right now, start here, pull them abs in, lower yourself into place, and hold there. You're going to feel a lot of tension going through them shoulders. You're going to pull them belly buttons in and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, neutral head, 6, 5, make sure them shoulder blades aren't coming together, 4, 3, don't let them hips drop to the ground, 2, and 1. Lower down, stretch out, circle out them shoulders. Grab yourself a quick drink. Okay, so we're going to run through that one, the high plank, one more time, and then we'll do what we did on the lower plank by tightening every muscle group through the body and getting a nice hold. Okay, so circle off them wrists, Remember, if you get any tension through your wrists, it's likely that you're loading from this position, going too far over the hands. If you get any tension in that lower back, we don't want that either. So it's likely when you're in your plank position, you're sinking too far to the ground, like this. This is a bit of an exaggeration, obviously. Pull it back up so the abs are really coming into play. They're the two most common problems I see in the plank or the high plank. Get yourself ready. We're going into this. So, hands shoulder width, slightly in front of the shoulders, toes into the ground, knees and feet at shoulder width as well. Start with your bum in the air and then lower those hips until you can pull them abs in, really feel them abs working, and hold right there. Right now in a nice high plank, and we're going to squeeze our arms. So think about pushing into that floor, squeezing your shoulders, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Now you're back. Squeeze, really, really tense that back, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Now the abs, really pull them in. Squeeze those abs for 3, 2, 1. Now it's your butt. Squeeze that butt and your legs. Push them toes into the ground. Hold everything now for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down. Stretch out. Good. Let's have a little cat stretch just in case there's anything going on with that lower back. Hands come towards knees, chin to chest, and round that back for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, good stuff. Well done. Grab yourself a little drink. We're going to move on to that side plank. We're moving nice and quickly through these. Now to really hit them obliques, what we're going to do is we're going to push ourselves up into the side. Now I'm going to show you how to do it safely because it's very easy to damage your knees by going straight into a side plank when you haven't done it before. Okay? So if I'm doing a side plank, and I've done lots of side planks before, what I would do is I'd put my elbow directly underneath my shoulder. I'd get a nice straight line through my body. Right now, my hips laying on the ground, but I'm going to look to put an arm in the air and going to raise my hip away from the ground. So by doing that, I'm going to drive my elbow into the ground, push my feet into the ground, and drive the elbow, the hip up. Okay, there's my side plank there. And from the, what you'll see from this side is I'm in a nice straight alignment, popped up, and I'm holding nice and tight there. Okay, I'm getting a real squeeze now from my obliques on this side. Now, does load a lot of pressure on these knees laterally, okay? So there's a danger of ligament damage if you're not used to this one. So to take that out of the equation, I want you to take the lower leg and you're just going to bend that leg, okay? So from this side, it's going to look like this. Straighten that position again. And this time you're going to lift up. So the knee is on the ground. You can go at a right angle if you want. And I'm still loading that oblique. So take it around. Do this one first before you try and progress with the shoulder, with the full knee one. Okay. So get the hip forward, get the elbow into place, arm up, and drive up. So you can see I'm in this nice straight position again through the body. So imagine there's a pole going through your head all the way through your body. Really focus on squeezing here to hold yourself in place. And we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and lower. Okay, let's try on the other side. Again, you're going to bend that knee. Make sure the other leg goes directly over the top of it, so your knees are together, even though the lower one's bent. Get your hips forward. One arm up, the elbow directly underneath the shoulder, and you're going to pop yourself into place. Okay, that's our start position. Hold. Right now we're loading up this oblique here, and you should be able to feel that. Don't arch your back, sticking your belly forwards, and don't stick your bum back. You're looking to get a nice straight line. So when you take a moment, have a look down your body and make sure it's all in alignment. Nice straight line, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and lower. Good. Well done. Switch to the other side. We're ready to have a go at this one. We're We're going to keep our feet straight. You can, if you so desire, if this one loads up your knee a bit too much, you can put one foot in front of the other. That'll help take away some of that, or behind, or directly on top. That's the full load, is directly on top. Elbow into the ground, arm up, and push yourself into position. Good. Right now you're going to feel a full load going through this oblique. If you want to increase the stress against this, you can do repetitions of hip dips, which are lowering the hip to the ground and raising up into place. Lower the hip to the ground and raise up into place. And then hold for a 10 second. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that hip. Spin to the other side. We'll just do a 10-second there and we're done with this tutorial. Any questions, put them in the chat. Any questions, send me an email. All is good. Right now, we're going to get them hips forward. Feet on top of each other. Elbows into the ground underneath my hip, shoulder. And I'm going to raise that hip off the ground. And hold right there. I can feel the tension in this side. So we go 10, 9, 8. Don't look down your body for too long. Don't lift your chin up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lower it back down. Well done, team. Grab yourself some water. Time out. Little sip of water. Good. So run this one by 2 or 3 times till you got your technique perfect, and then incorporate it into your exercises daily. It's a very good one. I'd say it works really well across the whole of the body, not just the abs, but you can really focus them abs as long as you're drawing those abs in, pulling that belly button towards you. Make sure any lower back problem, we've got a problem with the technique. Okay, you should never be feeling there at any point. So just lift your bum back up, set them abs, and lower back into place. Cool. Hope you enjoyed that one. I'll catch you soon. Take care. Ciao for now.